Good morning, everybody. Happy Thursday. We are so excited to have you joining us today. My name is Rebecca Monks and we have got one heck of a show for you guys. We are going top and mad. It is our Top and Madness promotion. Everybody's favourite hunky dory product, our luxury topper sets, are on an amazing offer. 5 for just £10. Absolutely incredible saving for you guys. Oh, it's just so exciting. We absolutely love our topper sets. We've got so many to choose from. But before we have a look at some of our wonderful topper sets, let's introduce the team that we've got joining us today. In the producer station, we have Gemma. Good morning. Mm-hmm. Good morning. And in the demonstration station, ready to have a little bit of fun with our Topper Madness promotion, it is Natalie Eagleton.
Good morning.
Good morning.
It still sounds so strange.
I know, that's the first time I've introduced you and I was like...
Yeah, I know, it's weird. I got an email with it on yesterday and I was like, this is weird. This is so weird.
Yeah.
So weird. But
yeah.
It's good weird.
It's a good weird. It is a good weird. We're rocking the spring florals today as well.
We are. It's sunny outside.
It's sunny.
It feels like, it looks like spring. Still doesn't feel like spring is maybe what we should say. It's a little bit cold.
A little bit. We're in that sort of full spring, aren't we?
Yeah.
It looks like it, but it just doesn't
It's
quite.
Not there
it's
yet.
just not there yet.
It's not there yet.
But we're so excited. So we're going to rock the spring florals anyway. We're really excited about those sunny, warm days to come. Okay, let's kick it off with Winit Weekly, shall we? Okay, how brilliant is this prize? Honestly, you guys have been loving this all week. You've been getting your answers in for our Win It Weekly, which is the chance to win these amazing decoupage rocker cards. We've got a collection for her and we've got a collection for him, so masculine and feminine makes there. You get so much in this kit. You get these wonderful rocker card bases with the foiling throughout there, sentiments, etc. And then you get this wonderful decoupage layers as well, which are so easy. They pop straight out and decoupage up together. Just pop your foam pads on and you could be making the sweetest little rocker cards. How fun are they? They're worth $37.98 as well, because you're going to be getting everything you need to make 24 cards.
It's a lot of cards.
It's a lot of cards. 3 lucky winners this week and we're going to be announcing it tomorrow, so do get your answers in. It's coming round very quickly. Like, share and comment. What is the record for the highest ever pancake toss? Is it A, 9'7"? Is it B, 15'3", or C, 31'1"? Oh my goodness.
It's a very, if it's, I don't know the answer to this one.
Okay.
I think one of them is probably quite easy to get to, like A. 9 foot is, 9 foot's quite, 9 foot's probably, it's about like 8, I'm trying to work this out now. I think it's about 8 meters.
Oh wow, okay.
I think, no it's not, because 6 foot is 2 meters. So it's about 3 meters high, about, I think. So that seems reasonable.
I think so, yeah.
That's like just a bit higher than a door frame.
Oh
probably.
yeah, I think
like a door
so.
frame and a half.
Yeah.
That's
okay.
manageable, isn't it?
Yeah, I think
the others are like
crazy high.
Like that's like catapulting.
I think
that's not pancake tossing. That's pancake catapults.
Absolutely. I mean,
no.
If one of those two are the answers, I'd like to see the state of it once it had been
that
flung
high.
that high.
Yeah, it would disintegrate unless it's a dead stodgy Scotch pancake with maybe like chocolate or fruit in there to keep it together. That's not coming back in one piece, is it?
I
Absolutely
don't think,
not. No.
I don't think I'd want to eat a pancake that had been tossed 31 foot in the air. Absolutely not. But let us know. A lot of you guys are going for that big answer, so maybe, who knows? Who knows? Okay, Nat, are you ready to see some toppers?
So excited.
Oh.
I mean, our topper sets are what makes hunky dory, isn't it?
I think so.
Every single collection that we do with the topper set is just amazing. The artwork is always phenomenal. Foiling is always gorgeous.
It is, isn't it?
It's like the it's like the key ingredients.
I think so.
To hunky dory.
They really are. They're our bread and butter. They're
Yeah.
our staple product. We absolutely love them. It's a hunky dory signature item. There's a reason why we bring you these time and time again with almost every papercraft collection that we do, and it's because you guys love them as well. And I'm not surprised. They're so easy to craft with. I mean, they just pop out really, really nice and easily, die cut for you, ready to go, and then you get cardstock to match, so there's no tricky colour combinations to pull together or ruffling around in your scraps. You have got everything you need. And with our topper sets as well, you can make at least 3 cards, but we know some of you guys make 4, 5, save the scraps and little sentiments as well. So these are any 5 for £10. Now our topper sets are normally £3.49. So these are working out at £2. So you're saving £1.50 per topper set on these.
That's so good as well. When you think about the amount that you get in here, and like you say, you can make, we say minimum of 3 cards.
Yeah.
But that doesn't even make sense, because £2 divided by 3 is what? Is it like 30?
It's like 7.
No, it'll be like 66.
66, yeah.
66 pence. Like, you add a card blank in there. When you work it out like that,
oh my goodness,
that is like quite crazy.
Yeah,
like the value that you'll get in here is incredible.
It really, really is such amazing value. So do stock up on these now. If there's any that you had your eye on, perhaps you didn't want to splurge on the whole Beautiful Blooms collection, but you just want to pick and choose a few, you can definitely do that, and then you can cover your feminine mates, your kids mates, masculine mates, everything like that. So this is our Beautiful Blooms. Now the feel to this collection is just absolutely divine. It's got the most wonderful kind of purple and pink, soft, delicate colour palette, lots of white throughout, lace, antique vases, china in here. Absolutely stunning. It's all foiled in silver, which you guys love, because I don't feel like we do quite as many silver kits as gold. So they are always extremely popular when we do bring them. And the most beautiful blooms, the absolute star of the show, we've got those poppies, that wonderful spray of tulips there at the front. Gorgeous sentiments. You make my day bloom. Best wishes. I'm wishing you many happy returns. Gorgeous sentiments. Absolutely jam-packed. And then you get your cardstock to match. So every single topper set, you will get your topper sheet with foiled and die cut toppers and sentiments, borders, etc. Some have tags in. But every single sheet is jam-packed. You then get a piece of foiled cardstock to coordinate perfectly. Now, like you say, this is where you can see the value, because I'd already be chopping that panel for a nice slimline card. Again, you've got another card here as well, so that's your 2 cards. And then you also get your printed cardstock here as well. Now this one has the most gorgeous sort of L-shaped border with that lace and tulip pattern throughout. Really nice sort of sponged effect on that background in that deep dark purple. So again, you could be chopping into this one as well and making your 3rd and 4th card, really stretching this out, perhaps cutting this border off as well. Absolutely beautiful. Again, we continue on to the collection. This one does make me think of those weddings and anniversaries in those soft whites. Absolutely stunning. Just look at the foil catching the light. Lots of lovely swirls and vintage patterns on here. You get that little cross hatch at the top on that foiled border, and the most beautiful corners as well. This would work so well for like a twisted easel or a triangular front card. So many different things that you can do. And because your cardstock is our wonderful signature 350 GSM adorable scoreable, you can construct your card bases from here, or you can be making all those funky folds, those easels, those fold backs, etc. Again, the most beautiful delicate silver foiling on this one as well. So that's our Beautiful Blooms. We have got over 40 to choose from as well. We're going to go into something a little bit more recent, which is amazing, because even our most recent ones are included.
I know, it's crazy, isn't it?
I mean, this launched, what, like a week ago?
And I think this is really cute for sort of like young birthdays, say from like 3 to 6.
Definitely.
You could just buy one of your favourite topper set 5 times and make really cute invitations for like a birthday party with things like this. And I think that's what's great about this sort of type of deal, because like you say, maybe you like 1 or 2 toppers from this, maybe you like 1 or 2 toppers from a previous collection that we've done. Then pick your favourites.
Absolutely. you know, perhaps you've got some wedding or some new baby cards that you just want a couple in your stash for, that you just know you're going to have on hand for those occasions. Like I say, maybe this one, perfect for those baby bear, little new arrival cards there here. Like I say, our Storybook Wood, it did only launch a week ago, so you really can pick any of our topper sets. The most beautiful sort of like nursery rhyme verses in here as well, that all have been so wonderfully well written for us. That gorgeous wavy border there, another favourite of mine. Beautiful topper sets in here. This one is our Matastic finish, so perhaps you want to do a bit of inking or grab some of your pens, etc. onto here and be having those mixed media finishes on here. This one, again, just so perfect, isn't it? Absolutely delightful, really charming artwork on here. Get the wonderful deer there, again with that lovely big storybook extract there on there. And again, just the foiling throughout, lovely little gold butterflies on there. And again, this wonderful fairy story scene there with the trees and the woodland animals. Gorgeous. So we are going from Storybook Wood to memorable moments. So again, these ones, I absolutely love this collection. Absolutely amazing, perfect for all of those occasions. You've got World's Greatest Dad here for, like I say, all your masculine mates. The wonderful wedding topper, so romantic with all those flowers, all those wedding presents on top, so celebratory. The beginning of forever. Together is a beautiful place to be, and with love on your wedding day. Absolutely beautiful. Gorgeous kit. And again, matching cardstock throughout, printed and foiled. We've got some funky foiling on here, a little bit of holographic.
This one's very fun.
Isn't it fun? What a fabulous new baby card this would be. Absolutely beautiful cardstock throughout. You've got the wonderful stalk there. Religious imagery, again, if you've got Easter cards to make or christening cards to make for this time of year, anything like that, confirmations, absolutely gorgeous one to turn to. Wonderful corners on there as well, delicately foiled. And these windows, oh my goodness, that just has to be like a fold back or fussy cut, anything like that. Those windows really are fabulous. Bit of green foiling on here, very different, very unusual. Love the little black cat, so cute. Again, so many opportunities to be crafting with this. Get a little bit of funky silver foiling on this car. This one, I feel like I need 5 of these. My brothers and nephews are all at that age, late teens, early 20s. So difficult to find nice things to craft with. Again, this is one that I have definitely been turning to a few times this year. Again, that gorgeous shine on that adorable scoreable, and a little bit of globe trotting on this one. Our bon voyage, the world is your oyster, you'll be missed, adventure awaits on there. So perfect for anyone that's perhaps travelling, maybe a study abroad, anything like that. So fun, or just anyone who has a love of travelling, especially for those scrapbook and memory keeping projects. Now, the memorable moments as well, if you want to take advantage of the whole collection, we have it on the Flipping Good Deals that we launched on Tuesday. So if you want all 16 topper sets on there, whole range of occasions, that is only £17.50 if you want them all. We've just given you a little selection there. We also have matching inserts that are only £2.99.
Wow.
So even if you're using the Topper Madness, I'd still get those anyway.
That's really good,
it's amazing. And the little book is also still available at £4.99 if you want to mix and match the two.
What a great deal.
Such a great deal, isn't it? It's a flipping good deal,
It
Natalie.
really is. That is really good.
Yeah, I just thought whilst we were here, we definitely better mention that is still on the flipping good deal. If you'd rather have that promotion, that is on till Sunday at midnight as well. Okay, Nat, we're going over to you.
Right, so we are going to make a wonderful card with that gorgeous deer image from our Storybook Wood. So I'm going to take out the biggest topper, because this is definitely the main focus that I want to have on my card.
Yeah.
And we're also going to take out this beautiful verse. I absolutely love that all of those images are on here. And what's really fun about this one is that this verse here is ever so, it's just the tiniest bit too small on this bit, but when you're doing things where you're going to pop things back to back, you can stick this on here and it'll hide a lot of your workings quite well. So we're going to start by adding this in. I'm also going to bring in a little bit of acetate from this collection, so this is something that you can grab your hands on as well. So we're going to bring this in. I've got a little bit of tape on here already, so we'll just pull this off. And I'm going to stick this onto my acetate. So running that off there now. And here we go. It's a little bit pesky, this tape, when it folds in the corners. If you do it too quickly, it really doesn't like it. So let's just line it up as much as we can to those two edges, which means we don't have to cut as much away. And then I'm going to trim around this corner piece. So just try and get your scissors as close to that edge, or if you can, just underneath the edge of your topper, because that's really going to help with keeping all of those edges really nice and neat and clean. So then again, just following this around onto the top edge, and then we're going to go all the way around the top of our topper down to this really nice sort of step that we get in this topper shape, which makes it look so regal, I think.
I definitely think so.
Such a gorgeous shape for card making. Take that out, and then we're also going to cut away this little corner so that it all looks really nice and clean. So then we've got that beautiful sort of window effect there with our topper shape. So let's pop in our main topper image, and because we want to have this as sort of like an accent here, we don't want to cover it up too much, but you will just be able to see it sort of poking through really delicately there. And for you to be able to see it a little bit more, we'll raise up our topper on with some foam pads. So just pop in 3 foam pads on there, like so. And then we're going to come to the next stage of our card. So I have here a really beautiful piece of cardstock. Now I've already trimmed this from my original piece. I've trimmed a little bit off this edge here, and I've trimmed it down to 7 1/2. Now let's see if we've got enough of this left, because I do want to bring this back in again because it's just so beautiful. So I'm going to start by trimming my cardstock to, again, 2 little notches below the 5. So that's going to make me a nice card, and we'll bring some mirror in. We'll do that 7 by 7. And then what I'm going to also do is bring in some of that gorgeous acetate. We're going to cut, I think we're going to cut a strip that's 4 inches. That will fit perfectly. 4 inches, and then I'm just going to go to the 8 so that it's just taking a little bit off, but it's not going to hang over when we sort of make this card up. So next I'm just going to take my beautiful border strip that I've got here, and you have this gorgeous scalloped edge detail on. Now it's not too detailed, so I'm just using my craft knife and just wiggling around that edge detail there, because this is going to give us a really nice look to our card. So I'm wanting to just go all the way from the top to the bottom, sort of following that pattern so it works really nicely on our card. So 3 more little scallops to cut.
Beautiful.
And then that's going to come away.
Oh, that just looks so cute like that.
It looks really nice, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Now, you could do this in 2 ways here, because you could add this piece onto here and create your fold, so it's sort of like a half front card. But what I'm going to do is fold it back, so it's more of like a tent fold card. And this little extra piece is just going to help with like holding my card a little bit more. So I'm going to take my scoreboard, and I'm just going to score this at 1 inch. Let's do it at 7 actually, so we know that it's right. At 7 inch on here. So we'll fold that back over. And I'm going to also just measure what we have on this strip here, because I want to be able to hide as much of my workings as possible when I'm making this card. So it's just, if I take this piece here, just slightly under the 1.5 inch mark, that's going to be perfect for my card. And then I just want it to be, I think it's the right length, isn't it? Because we did that before. So let's build this up now. I'm going to use some red liner tape just to make sure that we don't have any sort of edges coming away. So I'm going to add my tape onto the back of my tab, because we are going to wedge this in. So it is going to hold quite nicely. So let's pop this onto our piece here. So I'm just going to make sure it fits to sort of like, actually it's the wrong one.
Oh, you're putting it on the mirror,
and
then
the mirror.
Yeah, and then your other one will hide the workings, won't it?
Yeah. Popping that on the mirror there, and then we can lift that up. Let's just add a tiny bit of that red tape to the top here, and then we'll go in with our other tape. So just taking that piece off of here, and then we'll add our regular finger lift onto the back of our gorgeous piece of cardstock. We're going to lift this off. This would make such gorgeous sort of like artwork as well for a nursery.
Oh, wouldn't it? Absolutely.
It would be so stunning.
Yeah, just pop that in a frame with the baby's name on, maybe the date and weight.
It's
absolutely gorgeous.
So delicate. The illustrations that you have running throughout it are just perfect. So I'm really going to burnish that fold now, because this is going to be the front of our card. We want it to be quite weighty.
Yeah.
I'm going to add in my border strip now. So adding tape to both of those sides. We're going to go in with our front piece first. Oops. Let's make sure that's nice and stuck down. So this is going to sit on this panel here.
Oh, that's so pretty.
And then we're going to hide that working with this other piece. So we're all about tidying our workings, and because when you open this card you're going to have an image here,
Yeah.
I'm actually going to put this sort of like the wrong way.
Okay.
You'll understand why when we add in. Is that going to be right? No, it's not. I need it to be, it's the right way currently, I need it to be the other way around. So it looks like this. I just need to make sure it's stuck nice and level with the other one. There we are. That's right. So then just go over and burnish that little piece again, and now we can add our topper in. So
gorgeous.
I'm going to pop this on here, and we're going to do that again with foam pads just to give this quite a bit of dimension. So let's go in with 3 of our foam pads down the bottom.
Amazing. Michelle Moffat says, such a pretty layout. It really is. This
It's
is
just something a little bit different.
a little bit different. It's definitely one that you can be copying at home though, guys. Like I say, this is our Storybook Woods. It has only just launched and it is available in our Topper Madness.
And then we're going to pop this on the inside, so you've got that beautiful message
I love that.
hidden there. So we'll pop that on with some tape as well.
I love that there's going to be something to look at every single angle, isn't there?
Yeah, keeping it really nice and tidy. Again, hiding quite a lot of that tape working and everything else as well, so it's really beautiful. And then I think we're just going to finish off with a sentiment. We open this up actually. Let's make a little display on here as well, because we have all of these. I'm really going all out with this topper set.
Why not?
You can, like we said, make lots of different elements with this, but sometimes it's just nice to go that extra mile and
Definitely.
add what we have here. So I'm going to pop that there, And then I'm going to go with thank you up in this top corner because you're going to see that when the card is like closed.
Yeah.
We also have with love as well. So that leaves me with a topper and another sentiment as well that I haven't actually used on here. But this is something I really don't normally do. But why not when they're only coming out at £2 each?
£2 each, absolutely. And as
'Cause
well,
you can sell this, if you were making to sell, with all the toppers you've got on here, you could sell this for way more than that.
Oh,
And you're making
definitely.
your money back straight away.
I mean, I think you could sell this for the best part of a £5, Natalie. I'm not even.
I think
not
so.
even gonna lie, because it's
Because
so
you could personalise
beautiful.
it as well. You could put
Yeah.
someone's name on it. I'm just going
Definitely.
around because these pips are ridiculously proud today. Like that's,
So
it's
typical.
not normally my thing. It normally doesn't bother me too much, but they are a little bit outrageous.
Fair enough. This
So
is
let's
okay.
tidy those up. And we'll pop this together. So I'm going to just trim this down here.
I think as well, us as demonstrators, we are extravagant because we want to show off to you guys at home how much there is in here.
Oh yeah.
So we do always like to be that little bit more
little bit
extravagant.
extra.
Yeah.
With what we're crafting.
Yeah, absolutely. And it is just so you guys, because we know you guys might want to be a bit more frugal at home. But like I say, if we can be that bit more extravagant, we can show you how much you're getting. Oh, that looks beautiful.
Let's just add, just need to trim this down ever so slightly. It's coming out to looking like a very, very gorgeous card.
It looks so posh, Natalie, with that like artist quality artwork. It's amazing.
I know. It's like just incredible that there's so much detail and just beauty in the whole thing.
Yeah, it's really charming, this one.
So we'll pop that down there. That's going to come in front of there, so you're not going to be able to see that. It's like a little surprise.
Oh yeah.
Extra elements all the time. And then our little, we've got thank you up in that top corner, which we can see there. And then we're going to put with love down here in the bottom corner.
Beautiful.
And because we've gone so extravagant with this card, we just have to finish it with some gemstones, don't we?
It would be rude not to.
So let's add these on and we're done.
June Ferry Day has said, have you come prepared for your demos that you're going to do on the show, or are you just thinking on the spot?
I'm thinking on the spot.
Oh my goodness.
That's why this one's gone so crazy. It wasn't supposed to be like this at all. It was supposed to be like a fold back.
Okay.
But I have got one demo which I kind of know what I want to do with it. And that was like, that's going to be like a fold back sort of Z fold card. And I thought, well, I can't do two. I need to do something a bit more fancy. So yeah, I just kind of winged it as I went along. And luckily, it's worked out really nicely. So you've got that gorgeous detailing on there. Then we open it out. You've got that secret little passage, and then on the reverse of your card, you've also got that absolutely stunning little sort of story on there as well. And phenomenal collection this is.
It's stunning, absolutely stunning.
Beautiful.
What a wonderful card. Thank you so much,
You're
Natalie. We've got 2 more demos to come from our wonderful Natalie. If you do want to see some more amazing card mates with our Storybook wood, we've got some here. And again, whatever you do with this topper collection, it's going to look wonderful. Perhaps you're going to chop into your cardstock and create some apertures like this one. Fussy cut that wavy corner on there. We've got another one with the same topper set, but just changing that acetate up a little bit. Really, really different kind of way to use this one. This is one from our lovely Kelly, and again, she's done the same thing. That topper, it's so easy to hide the workings, and then we've got
clever, isn't it?
So clever. And then we've got that wonderful storybook verse in the inside of there. Absolutely beautiful. This is one from our lovely Rachel. Again, you can just see how well it works on an 8x8 card, jam packing it full of these beautiful toppers. And then we've got another lovely fox stepper card here from Hannah, just fussy cutting that fox out to sit on that step there. And again, really making the most of those toppers, popping, you know, like I say, perhaps a few more than you would normally, but it really is worth it, guys, especially when they are 5 for £10. Okay, so are we ready to see some more toppers? Oh, yes we are. Yes we are. We're all about the topper madness today, all about our beautiful toppers. Our next one that we're going in with is our wonderful Enchanted Moments, one that we brought to you in the autumn last year, but I just think it is just so beautiful. Look at the lovely lilac foiling on here. It really is so different. We do sell mirri to match as well. All of our mirri is available on the website. So if you do see a topper set with coloured foiling or something a little bit more unusual, perhaps the green cat one from the Memorable Moments collection, do not worry, because we've usually got a mirri to match it with, or you can use rainbow and just bring out all of those colours that you can see on that foiling. This one, another lovely Matastic collection. It's got that really nice kind of ethereal moonlight, midnight feel. It's got really lovely rich colours like your burgundies, your purples, your blacks, and the most wonderful enchanted animals in here. You've got bunnies, cats, moths, butterflies. Stunning. Again, to a beautiful soul, happy birthday. I love you to the moon and back. So appropriate with this moonlit collection here. Absolutely incredible level of detail again from our designers. That glitter as well, just encapsulated in that cardstock, and again your foiled cardstock on here. So each topper set is any 5 for £10. So we're just showing you a mixture of our favourites here. We've got the wonderful Enchanted Owl here, sparkle always. Again, your lovely arch toppers there. You can be getting your nesting dies out for these, just to make something a little bit more unusual and a bit fancier. Maybe a shaped card blank would look amazing with this kit. And again, that owl, perfect for fussy cutting with that wonderful full moon behind it. Absolutely gorgeous. Got a scalloped border on there, loads to be playing with on this one. And then again, your most regal creatures of the Enchanted Forest there. You've got the really handsome stag there with the big antlers, and the wolf. Again, a really majestic animal on this one. Really funky shapes too. Time for an adventure, let your spirit soar. You've got tags on here, stay strong, have a wild birthday. And again, these are your cardstocks to match this particular top set. You've got this one with that. Look at the level of foiling, guys. Honestly, it really is so beautiful. Really brings out that starlight in there. And then again, your printed cardstock with that deer. Really nice one. Again, perhaps you don't have that many cards that you want to make with that. You just want a couple. You can mix and match. Did someone say Christmas?
Oh, we have Christmas toppers too.
We have a few Christmas toppers. These are so limited. We've only got these.
It?
I think so. We've got over 40 different topper sets on our website though. So, you know, if you want to be mixing and matching these, perhaps you're trying to be good and you've already got topper sets for Christmas, but you just want a couple of new ones just to refresh your stash. These are absolutely perfect. So we've got that wonderful Christmas traditions there, and then we move into our Forever Florals Lavender. Again, perfect for this time of year. Oh my goodness. There's a big fuzzy fly. It landed right on that topper sheet there.
Maybe
sorry,
it was so realistic that it thought it needs to come.
Yeah, it needs to land on this lavender.
Yeah.
Either that or it's just captivated by the foiling. Isn't it so gorgeous? Again, you could be fussy cutting these little postcards. You've got the lavender perfume there, the lavender honey, and again, the most fresh spring palette, those crisp greens, those soft whites, the sort of vintage antique colour there. Look at this as well, that French, look, the level of detail that we can get in these. You've got the little French script, you've got the polka dots in there, foiled butterflies, the twine. Oh my goodness, it is so amazing. Again, another one that is great to fussy cut. Definitely one that I've turned to for a quick Z fold card, because it really does look phenomenal with those sort of wavy borders. And again, your corners, perfect for fussy cutting. Again, you could be distressing this and inking this, because it is another one of our Matastic. Final one to show you before we head back to Natalie. Again, another recent one. I think this is, I've got a soft spot for this one.
It's very nice, isn't
oh
it?
My goodness.
It's the Matastic.
It is
the Matastic in it that just blows you away.
It really does, doesn't it? I think I'm going to go out on a limb and say this is one of my favourite topper sets from the year. It is our wonderful wildlife blossoms. So we've got all the different animals here with their foliage just on top to make, it's as if they're like made from flowers. It is so, so gorgeous. Delicate colour palette throughout. I think as well the colour palette is what makes this so special. You've got peaches, pinks, blues, and they all combine together to make, honestly, the most delicious topper sets. You've got the kitten there, so, so cute. Again, that's your foiled cardstock on there. We've got this one with the blue tit there and the hedgehog, just all made up with an absolute abundance of flowers. Cute toppers, sending hedgehogs. You're so tweet, thinking of you. Hope you're feeling chirpy again soon. So every occasion covered in these topper sets. Whatever you need to whip a card up for, you will be covered with our topper sets. We like to make ones for all of your occasions so that you're never stuck. That's the thing as well. You know that you can rely on these, can't you? Time and time again for either a quick and simple make or just something really, really fun and easy to use. We've got good luck, many happy returns. Believe you can, and you're halfway there. Gorgeous yellow lab there as well. I believe you did this as a chocolate lab as well.
Well, we might be doing something like that in this next demo.
Oh, really?
Yeah, but we're going to be a little bit fancy as well because I'm going to show you how you can make 2 cards with 1 piece of cardstock.
How exciting. You've got this one with the really wonderful, again, a very majestic animal, this wonderful horse, perfect for fussy cutting. Again, one that I've turned to time and time again. And again, that little yellow lab with that butterfly on his nose.
So sweet.
Cute. So, so cute. And then we get this absolutely gorgeous girly pink one here with those butterflies, those bunnies. Some bunny loves you, sending love to you both, fluttering by to wish you a happy birthday. Again, you've got really nice sort of label shapes in here and the cardstock to match up.
This one.
It's nice, isn't it? It's so, so pretty.
This one's gorgeous.
Again, another one. I think this whole collection, because these animals are so big and so, you know, they're substantial, guys.
They stand out, don't they?
They really do, and they're so great for fussy cutting because you've got a lot of room to play with. So that is our wonderful wildlife blossoms. I'll show you a few makes before I forget. We've got this one as well from our lovely cat. So much fun. Again, combining it with the upsells, we've got some of our pattern paper in here, etc. Some other bits and pieces from our collection. We've got the ribbon. So you can either swap this out for your stash or treat yourself while these topper sets are so, so reasonable. But absolutely, you can't make a bad card with these.
No, you can't.
You really can't. And then that's our final one from our wildlife blossoms.
Love it.
Okay, Natalie, coming to you.
Well, we're going to use Flourishing Florals from that wildlife blossom, which has the most adorable Labrador on here. So I'm going to start by making my first card. Or should we do? Yeah, we can do them side by side. We'll do them that way.
Okay.
So first of all, we're going to do a DL. So I've got my cardstock ready. DL is sort of like 2 notches over the 4. So I'm going to trim this to 4, and then I'm going to use my trimmer again just to bring this down slightly. We just want to take 2 off of there. So let me just see where that lands to. That should be about right. So that is 1 piece of cardstock cut and ready to go. So I'm going to just mat and layer this straight away. We're going to add a lovely piece of ribbon onto this one as well. So we're going to do, they're both going to be quite fancy.
Okay.
But we're going to try and do largish cards.
Okay.
But do quite a lot with them. So this is going to go onto my Miri mat, which I cut about a minute ago when I thought I could make 2 cards here. So let's pop that on there. We're going to bring in some of this really nice sort of like, it's almost like a bluey purple.
It is, isn't it? Yeah, it's quite cornflowery.
It's really nice and it works so well with the colours that we've got in here. So I'm going to layer that along sort of like this top edge of our card. So let's just stick that down.
Natalie, we've got loads of people doing Mother's Day cards at the minute.
This is a really good one for Mother's Day, I think.
I was just thinking this whole collection would be lovely for Mother's Day.
It would be so nice. There's so many beautiful images that we've got running throughout this one.
Absolutely.
That are going to be so loved. So I'm going to add this to here, and then we're just going to add our sentiment onto this one as well. So I'm just going to use this little border strip. Let's get our foam pads, and we'll just stick our foam pad over here. I'm going to pop that on this side because you've got quite a lot going on over here. So let's just add that to there, and then we'll add a little ribbon as well. So keeping it quite simple, but because we've used ribbon, because we've got that gorgeous detailing on it, it's still quite a fancy make here.
I think so.
When we've done our done the second card, we'll see what we've got left to work with. So just adding this onto here now. I'm going to use a glue dot because they are the best things for sticking your ribbon on. You can't see them and you know that it's so secure. So a little gemstone, I think, on the 4 corners. So let's do that, and then we'll move on to card number 2. So that's number 1 with our cardstock.
Absolute minutes.
So cute, isn't it? Love the detail that we've got in here. You can do cards that simple, but they look phenomenal.
Yeah.
So the next piece that we're going to do, we're going to cut this to 6 by 8. So let's just cut that. Let me score it first. We'll see where we're up to.
Okay.
Because we might be able to add a little bit on here. So I'm going to score this cardstock now. I want this bit to be at the base. So I'm going to score it at 6, and then it is 2 over. So I'm going to go 1 over the 7, just so my steps are a little bit bigger.
Yeah.
And then let's burnish these folds. And that's going to give you a really nice detailed look on here. So we're doing a tiny little stepper, and this is such a great way to do it because we don't need to use a lot of cardstock. Obviously the bigger cards you make, you can use your cardstock more, but I wanted to show you that you can do fancy folds like this from your smaller pieces. You could have cut this down smaller and made your panels with mirror, and then we could have done little elements to make bigger steps, but I'm going to keep it quite simple because I do have gorgeous toppers that are going on here. So that's going to go straight onto there. No sort of matting and layering on this one because we do have a lot of detailing in the gorgeous toppers. So we're going to take both labs from this topper sheet and use them both on this one card.
Oh.
We could have used obviously one of them on the other card, but you do have that Labrador on there already.
Yeah.
So I didn't want to have him on here too much, so let me just trim this out. So my best friend actually, and one of my bridesmaids, Ashley, she'll be watching this show. Probably not now, she might be actually, because I think she was on nights last night. But she has a black Labrador, we have a chocolate Labrador, and then Dan's friends have, her Labrador's called Guinness.
Okay.
Obviously, because it's a black lab.
Yeah.
And then our friends Sam and Dom, Dan's best friends, they have 2 chocolate labs. So Dom's is called Dwayne and Sam's is called Albus. But they are honestly, when they get together, it is crazy. We're like a little Labrador crew.
Oh, cute.
I'm just going to use my scissors to cut around here. But what I wanted to do is I wanted to recreate them both on here, and because this is Matastic, we can so easily do this. I transformed, when I launched this on Hobby Maker, we did 2 chocolate labs, but I wanted to do both. So I've got my watercolour pencils, and I've got colour number 23 and 29. You can find the colours and which ones I'm using in our handbook if you've got it. I'm just going to start off with this really sort of like cinnamony brown first of all on our main image. So let's just pop this in here, and then we'll go in with our darker colour just to brighten this up. And I'm just going around in sort of like circles, just sort of adding in extra just colour really. There's a lot of dimension in the artwork anyway, so we're literally just layering the colour onto here. And then I'm going to go in with our super chocolate brown, which is going to work so well. Hazel, if you're watching, this Oscar is not going to be as good as your Oscar that you did for Kat for the wedding, because that is absolutely phenomenal.
Absolutely
so just
epic.
Going over again with those colours in circular motions, because it allows you to keep that sort of sketchy furry feel that we've got with here with the artwork from the animals in this one. So little circles, and then you can go over obviously into the parts where we want to add dimension and darken some of those colours. You can take forever to colour this in and make it perfect, but I'm just going to then go over with some lines just to fill out any of those spaces that are missing, and we'll work
so handsome
back down his body. And I think your pencils work really nicely as well for transforming the colour of the animals on this, because they lie nicely on the cardstock.
Yeah, definitely.
And you can get that real texture from the pencils when you're colouring in your animals. So Oscar is nearly finished, and we will move on to lovely Guinness in a moment.
Oh, that's it, exactly. And you know, you can, again,
it's just about personalising the cards, isn't it?
That's the best thing about card making. You know, you buy a shop bought card, it's mass produced, there's no kind of specific personalisation on there. This is where card making is just so lovely, because you can really put your absolute heart and soul into it. They're going to open that card and be like, oh my goodness, that's just like Oscar, that's just like Guinness. You know, so gorgeous, so lovely to do this.
I'm going to put them together so they're best friends.
They are best friends.
So let's pop. We're done with that one now. Just going to add a little bit more on that piece there. So we're done with Oscar. He's now a chocolate lab. And then on to Guinness. We're going to do exactly the same again. I'm starting off with a grey, just because the black could be a little bit too harsh and you're going to get a lot of that detail missing in this one. So I'm going to go over with this one a few times.
This looks so gorgeous. Michelle has said it's a fab idea. Loads of you letting us know what cards you're making at the moment, which I absolutely love. Gemma Louise says she's got a couple of birthday cards to do for March, and then moving on to Easter. Again, that's another occasion right round the corner. Debbie is finishing an engagement card today and has 10 confirmation cards to make before the 25th of March.
Oh my goodness.
Let us know what topper sets you're going to be using, or what crafty goodies you're going to be using for those. So nice. Again, Gemma's working on Mother's Day cards too. Viv Williams, oh look at that hedgehog. I know, it's so cute.
They are absolutely adorable, the images in here.
They really are lovely.
So nice.
They're just stunning, aren't they? Absolutely stunning animals on here. Shelley has been making Mother's Day cards with the lavender. Thanks, keep these coming, guys. I'm loving it.
You can get more. I think, is the lavender included in some of these toppers as well? If you need more, you can get more.
Get your if you're making Mother's Day cards, get your stash topped right back up. 5 for £10, working out at £2 per topper set with that offer.
So
this is looking amazing now.
Just need to add a little bit more in certain areas where those brown elements are slightly showing through, but this is where it's best with your pencils as well, because you can start off really light, and then you can go over as many times as you need to get that colour and that depth sort of like really looking great. We don't want to go too detailed, because you don't want to lose like
his eyes,
the shape, the eyes, but you can sort of go over those elements darker with your pencil and then sort of shade it out so it looks a little bit more meant to be. So there is our Gin. I think he's finished now.
Oh, they
so we've
look
got our
awesome.
Guinness and we've got our Oscar, and let's put this card together. So this is our second card with this collection. I'm going to use all of my frames. So I'm going to go in with my strip foam pads on this one. So let's do strips around here. And when you're doing stepper cards, you often want to be quite careful with adding sort of like elements with your foam pads, but I think because we've got quite a small step on this one, it's not going to be too crazy to the point where you can't sort of shut that stepper on your card. So I'll add this on to here, and I'm going to go onto this sort of top corner with this element because we are going to add another our other topper onto our step. So that's on there, and then we can add this in with some tape. So I'm just going to add my super skinny tape to the sort of obvious long parts of this topper. We don't need to go too detailed into this. So just moving that around on there, and then on here as well. Whatever you feel comfortable with popping that, just add that bit in. But this is going to give us a nice bit of dimension in the levels of our toppers and our frames.
Yeah. Yeah, I love that.
So pop in this tape off now. Oops. And let's
There's a bit of a racket in that warehouse today.
It's a bit noisy, isn't it? It's busy, that's why. It's busy.
The busy bees in there, absolutely. Loving everybody's makes coming through as well. Valerie Swinglehurst has made Mother's Day cards, Easter, Get Well and Birthday, all from the free kit from Members Week.
Oh, that's a good way of using it, isn't it?
Absolutely. Viv Williams is finishing a wedding pop box and another wedding card. Yeah, wedding season is coming round. Let's
add this on here.
Oh, that's
so doubling up my
really
foam
good.
pads on this one.
Yeah.
So that stands out really nicely against that element there.
Yeah.
And then Guinness can fit on here.
So
they're like looking up at each other. Although I should have done it the other way around because Guinness is older than Oscar, and Oscar definitely looks up to Gin. So
really?
Pop that on there like that.
Oh,
We've got
so
good luck and many happy returns. So it says believe you can, and you're halfway there. So I think the sentiment we need to use is the good luck sentiment, isn't it? So where is our placement best? We've got two elements here, but I can add maybe another bow onto this piece. So let's pop it. I'm going to pop it on top of there. Let's just work this around. I'm going to add it up here.
Yep.
So we've got a good look there.
Cute.
We'll add another little piece of ribbon so it coordinates nicely with that first one we've made with this set. And it just goes to show that you don't have to just make tiny cards when we say you can make more than one card from like one piece of cardstock.
Yeah.
They're not small cards that I've made here. We've made quite substantial, large cards. So add in my bow now. I'm going to pop this on our bottom step. Let's add that on there, like so. And then some gemstones. So we're going to go in with our big gemstones now to fill in that space that we've got here. And we'll do the very trusted 3. Oh, there we go. So we've got our second card that we've made where we've coloured in our little doggies,
Oscar
and then we've got our DL that we made as well from the same piece of cardstock, and we've still got 2 toppers, a tag and a little sentiment left, which you can use with your other piece of cardstock.
Wowzers! So you could definitely be making forward.
I was thinking that.
Yeah.
I was thinking that 100%.
If you can get 2 out of the printed cardstock, another 2 with the foiled, oh my goodness, you're absolutely cooking on gas. Oh, incredible. Right, shall we repeat the Winit Weekly for you guys? I know a couple of people did ask during Nat's demo. So the decoupage rocker cards for him and for her, everything you need to create those amazing cards. What is the record for the highest ever pancake toss? Is it 9'7", 15'3", or C, 31'1"? Wow. Absolutely amazing. Let us know. We're going to be announcing that winner tomorrow. Okay, our third and final part of the show. It had to be this one. It had to be this one. It's our heartfelt occasions. Now, if you've been with us for a while now, you may have seen this before, but it has never been on Top of Madness. It has only just come out in the sort of new year. So it's pretty new to us, and it is one that we are going to be using throughout the year. So it was really worth bringing in. Any 5 for £10, guys. Absolutely amazing deal. £2 each a topper set that works out at. And there's some really great ones in here. This one is our all occasions kit that we do in the new year to cover you through all those occasions. Like I say, I'm loving the comments today, reading about all your Easter cards, your Mother's Day cards, your wedding cards, and this is a kit that you can turn to for all of those big moments in life. You've got your Father's Day, you've got your more heartfelt, thinking of you, get well sympathy cards in here. Again, so beautifully foiled. Oh my goodness. I mean, that just looks so expensive, doesn't it? All that massive.
That foiling is incredible.
Isn't it?
It's like a work of art in itself.
It really, really is. I can't stop looking at it. Florals throughout here, a real mixed bag, which we always try and do with our occasions kit here. We try and cover absolutely everything, whether it's new job, passing exams, driving test, home, wedding, baby, all of those really special moments, because that's what life's all about, isn't it? Celebrating those special moments in life, coming together with our loved ones at the sadder times, and just letting our friends and family know that we're there for them. We've got this sweet little hamster on here. Oops a daisy, sending a little thank you. Absolutely really universal on this one. It could cover any occasion. Again, that foiling on his little fur, so cute. So cute. Again, we've got the more religious ones here with that floral cross. It just looks phenomenal. Again, the best time for new beginnings is now. Easter blessings, congratulations on your christening, on your special day. So perfect for those christenings, those new baby cards, naming days, all of those kind of baptisms. Or again, another one perfect for a sympathy card as well. You really can just stretch this out to just be so meaningful to your recipients. Again, speciality foiling on this kit as well. We get the wonderful texture in this one on the Get Well, the love and hugs. Absolutely love these little storybooks here. We've got Get Well wishes, thinking of you, first aid, a spoonful of sugar, and wishing you a speedy recovery. It's so cute. Especially with that gorgeous pastel pink. Another one that's so great for fussy cutting these storybooks out with. This one, another one so great for fussy cutting.
For centre steppers as well.
Oh, definitely, yeah. Having these along your steps, it's going to be fabulous. We've got a lovely Bon Voyage one, or perhaps a really nice just sort of masculine make there with the mountains and the hot air balloon. Again, this one, another one. I think this would be so great in like a little boy's bedroom.
It's very sweet, isn't it?
Very sweet. Got that real
with all those gorgeous steely colours.
Yeah, it's got that real adventure theme, hasn't it? A little bit more of a vintage look with our new baby on this one. It's so gorgeous. Really kitsch and sweet, this one. And you've got it's a girl, it's a boy, and a neutral sentiment there as well. Welcome little one and congratulations. So perhaps if it's for a baby shower or a gender reveal or baby's not arrived yet, you can still be making those and getting ahead, because you do get the most wonderful sort of like neutral toppers on here as well. Again, another one that would be so great for your fold backs and easels, because you get the symmetrical borders and that full one. Look at those pastel candy floss clouds on that scene. Absolutely incredible. We've got our doggy pals here ready to celebrate. We've got our yappy birthday one here. Again, there's so much fun. So fun to fussy cut, etc. on this one. And we've got our foiled cardstock, again with that wavy border and all of that confetti. Again, if you weren't making a dog card, this would just be so perfect with those streamers and balloons and things there. Oh, another bit of speciality foiling.
Ooh,
isn't it gorgeous?
Lots on here, isn't there?
Oh my goodness. That absolutely stunning blue there. Look at the little graduates ready to celebrate, ready to party. You did it. Congratulations, clever clogs on there. And again, that foiling on there, that blue foiling matching perfectly. Again, this one would be such a great box. box.
Yes.
With that, because you know you've got that full edge to edge pattern on there. So great for box making because it is adorable scoreable, so you can make your boxes with ease. It's going to be nice and strong. You can pop it to the test. And we've got our teddy bear in his little brum brum car. So cute. Sunglasses on at the ready. Again, a birthday card, perfect for a 17th or maybe a passing of a driving test. So cute. And again, your cardstock to match. This one, another really good one for fussy cutting, and I love the sort of tyre tracks on that cardstock.
It's really nice, isn't it? Such a cool texture to have used.
I think so, definitely. Nice calming days here with the garden shed for retirement. Enjoying those nice little glasses of wine, those longer days, or perhaps just a nice sort of neutral birthday card there. Anyone that likes to rest and relax. We've got our wedding. Everyone is loving this one.
It is very, very nice, isn't it? So gorgeous.
It's so gorgeous. It's traditional, but not old-fashioned in any way at all. You've got the bride and groom there, the pink roses, the champagne, the traditional wedding car there as well. Wishing you a lifetime of love and happiness. Cheers to you both, and lots of love. Again, a perfect one to stock up on a few of if you've got a few weddings to attend this summer. Always really handy to have a set like this in as well, because I think even if you've not got a wedding invitation on your calendar this year, the amount of friends, oh, can you just whip us up? I'm going to a wedding this weekend.
Yeah.
Could you just make me a little card?
Can you just do this?
Could you just?
Do you just have time to make a little card?
Would you have time? So when you've got these in your stash, you know that you can be relied upon to make these cards with absolute ease. Again, some more beautiful sets from our Heartfelt occasions. Again, another nice one for Mother's Day coming up, with those blooms there, and our final piece of cardstock. Okay, Natalie, third and final demo. Oh, well, fourth and final demo, technically.
Yeah, technically. So we're going to use our Home Sweet Home Adorable Scoreable selection. I love this one. And it's a little bit different because you kind of have decoupage elements on here that you can use straight onto your cardstock. So we are going to do some fussy cutting with this one straight away. So I'm going to start with my house here. So we've got about 3/4 of this done, and what I love about this is that you don't have to be super precise because we're going to layer up our houses onto our cardstock. So if you don't want to sort of keep elements in, we don't necessarily have to. So I'm just going to trim around that. I know that these elements are going to go up, and then we've got, I've already done around those houses because they were, the leaves, sorry, because they were a little bit fiddly.
Yeah.
And just moving that cardstock all the way around. And like I say, if you wanted to cut straight through, sort of like these chimneys, you didn't want to go to the detail of cutting all of that out, not a problem, because we can layer up all of our amazing pieces onto here. So I'm going to trim this down. Now I've got some mirri, and I do have a piece of Adorable Scoreable as well, because we're going to see where we get to with this one. So once you've finished popping all of your houses together, just give your cardstock a little bit of a wiggle. You'll find that there's little elements that just need going over ever so slightly just to loosen them out of the cardstock, but that's really easy to do. And then just work your way through the rest of the card, and you'll see that I've really sort of done this as easy as I can, and I've not gone around all of those beautiful trees because it's just going to take too long to sort of fussy cut all of those elements out, but we're still going to keep all of this amazing detail within here. So let's just line this up. So I'm going to line this up to 10, and that comes all the way down to 5 definitely, but can we get it to 4 and get this looking quite spectacular? I think we can. So let's trim this down to 6.
I even kind of love all the little silhouettes now, you know, on your way. It's like your off cuts.
Oh, these bits,
they
yeah.
kind of look really cute.
They're really quite fun, aren't they? So let's just trim this down. I have done that to 6, but I do want to add a little border so we can come down slightly more. So let's do it 2, which is just going to pop that out there. And then we're going to use all of this cardstock, I think. So let's do that to just 2 below. That's going to give us that edge on here. So then my cardstock here, I just need to trim to 6, like so. And then we're going to bring our scoreboard in for all of the incredible sort of scoring that we're going to do. Now, what you want to do is be really quite clever. We might trim that down a little bit more because it is just slightly too small, I think. I'm going to be a little bit more fancy on this one. Just take another little edge off there. Pop that on there.
Amazing. Natalie, we've had a really good question off Viv. It says, for some reason I'm having trouble sticking letters or names onto acetate. What is the best thing to use? I've tried numerous different glues.
Acetate.
I'm thinking if you tune into Hobby Maker today.
I'm thinking that as well. I think tune into Hobby Maker at 1 p.m. today because we've got something quite exceptional.
We really,
coming.
really do.
So tune in then.
Tune in.
And all of your problems, they'll just disappear. So now I've cut this to 6, but I don't think I can do it square. And that's just because of where my houses lie.
Okay.
So this house here goes to 6 there. And then we have 2 that will go to there. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to score it at 7, so it takes it up to this bit here. And then I'm going to score it at 8. It's going to just go into my house, but it's not an issue. So I'm going to start with this piece first.
Okay.
So my card shape is going to probably end up being quite an odd one, but I think I can still definitely get it into a card blank. So where were we on here? I was doing it as 7, wasn't I? Just remind myself again. So 7's going to take me to this house edge, and then I'll just flip it over ever so slightly, and then was I going to do it at 8?
I think you were going to do it at 8
as well. So I'm going to give my house, I think I'm actually going to do it at 8.5.
Bit more room.
Just so it stands nicer on my card, and then this will fold back. This will give my stand a little bit more strength as well. So it's okay that we're sort of folding that in half, not an issue at all. So that's the way that's going to be. So I need to do this piece in the complete opposite way. Before I do that though, I'm going to do something crazy and just stick it straight onto my mirror, because I'm going to use the whole piece as my card.
Yeah.
So just popping that on there, and then I'm going to go into these little panels with my tape. Another piece on here and onto here. So let's just take this off here, and then we can go straight onto our card. So we just need to make sure that I'm careful and I make sure that I place this in the right way. So I'm gonna start at the bottom, I think. Oops. Start at the bottom, and then that should be perfect.
Oh, pretty.
So that's on there like that, and then I need to fold it this way round and score from my, what am I doing? No, I need to add it the opposite way round. Yeah, so if I flip it over and I do the same, so I do 7, I'm going to go through this quite a few times because I am going through like 500 and something GSM here, and then we go 8.5, and we can also do it on the back if we need to, just for some extra help in those folds. So then I'm going to go forwards and backwards with my folds on there, just go over that with my burnisher, and then we can add this in place.
Oh wow,
there, like that.
So cute.
And you've still got space for anything else you want to add on here, but of course we haven't even touched our elements yet. We're going to do that next. So just some tape on these places, so I'm going to add it onto here, making sure that that's nice and secure, and then I'm going to add my tape onto this bottom section here, because that's where our house is going to sit as well. Hopefully I've not added too much onto that bit there. Should have been a little bit careful with where that was going. So let's add this, we're fine. That to there. Stick that down on there, and then you've got that join of your card onto here. And let's just double check. I think
Get that in an A5?
it might just be a little bit too big. We could have maybe trimmed off a little bit more, and then you can get it into an A5. So if you are wanting to make this, you are wanting to post it, just take, I'd say, what do we need off there? I'd take it down to 8. If you take that piece down to 8, you'll be absolutely fine. So now let's pop out all of our little elements, because we've got these fantastic houses and all of these different pieces that we can layer up onto our cardstock now.
So cute.
It's been designed so cleverly for you to be able to make gorgeous elements like this. So let's just take this out of here, because that's another house.
It's so
and
fun.
then I've just ripped that bit off. I want to take these bits out. I'm trying to do this too quickly now. And take my birds out, because I want my birds. And I also want my new home border strip. Just be careful when you're taking these bits out, because they are quite thin. You don't want them to damage at all. I think I've got mine a little bit sticky with my foam pads already on the back.
Oh yeah.
So let's do that. We'll probably use these as well. I think. Let's see where we get to now. So we'll go from this direction across our card.
Carol Rooney says, I do love your fussy cutting, Natalie.
Thank you.
Me too, it's amazing. I love this little, it's like a little street of
It's
joy.
cute, isn't it?
So cute.
I think when you're moving house as well, it's just such a fun card to receive.
Yeah, and I think new home cards, they're always the ones that you keep, because it's an occasion that doesn't come around too often. They're really special, aren't they?
This one's gonna go on here. Let's just get those little edges off. Come on. Add that onto that piece there. So we've got quite a lot of our decoupage layers. The only one we haven't used is that one there, but if you wanted to,
oh, that'd look
you can
cute,
actually
yeah.
add it in the back, so it makes that street look even more sort of fancy. Let's go in with our sentiments though. So let's go in with new home.
Oh, you're popping
I'm
your
gonna
bunting
pop
on.
that. Think up here. Think, yeah. Let's go for. We can try and make it fit in with the top of that bunting, and then go home down here.
Oh, that looks cute.
Fit it in so it looks like they're connected.
So cute.
And then these little birds, will they fit on that top piece? We've still got a topper that we haven't used yet.
Yeah,
and our extra house
absolutely.
and lots of little bits and pieces. Got a beautiful border strip on this sheet as well. So pop our birds up there so they're like chirping away. Add our little tags onto here. I'm going to tuck that underneath so they can go. Are they going to fit on there? I think we've got just a smidge of space.
Just squeeze it in.
Just squeeze it under
Yeah.
that little piece there, and then Scent with Love can go down here in this bottom corner. You can stick that on so it just fits under our little house there.
Oh!
And I just want to add a little bit of ribbon to my bow, so let's see what's in the ribbon stash. We've got a really nice piece of gingham ribbon here, which is going to work really cute with this design. So let's add that on to the very top corner, because there's so many cool patterns and textures within this one. It's kind of like a patchwork sort of house.
It is. Yeah, it's very fun and whimsical, this set. Really cute.
So a little bow with this one. You can always make them big and then sort of shimmy them down so you get that right level of height that you want in your card. I think we'll leave it like that, and then let's just trim off our edges here and add it on with a glue dot.
So cute. So cute. Angela has loved watching you create your cards today, Natalie.
Thank you.
Donna McMillan says, super card, heart it. Diane Hatcher, love his double Z fold card. Me too. They're so much easier than you think.
They are so much easier than you think. Once you've got that measurement, just sort of like flip it round.
Oh, this is fabulous.
There you go.
Fabulous. I love it.
Currently is a little bit too big, but trim that cardstock down to 8 and it will fit into a A5 envelope.
Absolutely stunning. Do be grabbing this. Do take advantage and join in with our Top of Madness promotion. Any 5 sets across any of our collections. We've got over 40 to choose from, so plenty. You can mix and match across all of your different collections, your occasions, etc. Okay, it is time to say goodbye. Today, oh my goodness, me and Nat have planned our whole day around this. Do put your telly on today.
We have.
Put your telly on today. It is going to be a fantastic Stickables launch. Anne-Marie is on Hobby Maker today at 1, 3, 5 and 6. At 1 p.m. she will be launching our fabulous Stickables collection. It is going to be a game changer.
It's going to be so busy.
Oh.
You do not want to miss that first show because I'm not sure. Dan might think differently, but I'm not sure it will have enough.
I know.
I'm not sure we'll have enough.
It is incredible. We absolutely cannot wait to see it here, and you guys at home, I'm sure, will be the same. 3, 5 and 6, she is bringing you some incredible deals and inspiration with our Perfect Poppies deal show. Having another look at our wildflowers and shape builders and our delightful birds new season decoupage kit. Tomorrow here on Hunky Dory TV, we're doing those giveaways. Thankcraft It's Friday is coming to town, 10 a.m. tomorrow with the launch of Stickables as well, so do not miss that with Dan and Anne-Marie tomorrow. Have a lovely rest of your Thursday and we will see you tomorrow.